Hey, I'm Bill. This is Vital Bike Chains. Today, after a quick ride, I got a friend that won a chain at an event, so pretty cool for him. But it's a little different than anything I've ever done before, so check it out. And today, I'm going to be looking at this bike. He wants his traditional style chain switched out with this Shadow HalfLink chain. So let's take a look at it. Pretty cool little box, and you get some instructions, which I probably will read because I've never done a HalfLink chain. And it comes with a spare little master HalfLink pin. Let's flip the box over and see what it says. It says interlocking chain. It's 3/32, and it's heat treated by the devil. And by the way, if you're under the age of 13, you shouldn't be using this. So the first thing I noticed when I picked up this chain is it seemed really wide, and I thought maybe it was just an illusion. So I put it next to a KMC chain, another 3/32 chain, and looking at it, you can see a difference. You can't really pick it up in the picture. But then I grabbed my calipers and started measuring them. The KMC one comes out to like 7.18, and then my HalfLink chain came out to 9.6, so like 2.5 millimeters wider. And now that I'm on this measuring kick, I got on my scale and I weighed 6 HalfLinks. And the HalfLink chain came out to 23 grams, while the KMC, it's the X8 chain, came out to 16 grams, which is 30% lighter. So now it's time to prep the chains. First, I give it a nice warm bath in some mineral spirits. Then move on to another bath in denatured alcohol. And finally, it's ready for the waxing, which I do at 60 degrees centigrade. Now we're ready to put our chain on, but keep in mind, there's 3 ways you can get it wrong. You can have it inside out, you can have it backwards, or you can have it inside out and backwards. If you get it wrong, your bicycle's gonna explode. Actually, probably really with the single speed, you may not even notice. And if you've never done the breaking of a HalfLink chain, it's very strange to use this pin to do the breaking. I actually kind of went back and looked at it one more time just to make sure. Now this chain came with the master link pin sort of kind of in, and by the way, the master link pin is different than the other pins. So I took my chain breaker and kind of like put it together using my chain breaker, but it didn't quite, I don't know, kind of go to where it's supposed to. So I took a pair of pliers, just gave it a tiny little squeeze, and it kind of popped into place. And now the chain is on the bike, right? And you know, when I looked at the chain line, it didn't seem quite right. So I saw that the bottom bracket bearings had 2 spacers, and I wasn't sure why it had 2 spacers on one side. So I texted the guy. I said, you know, do you know why the drive side has 2 spacers in the bottom bracket cup? And he's like, I really don't know. And now for a test ride, I couldn't run the chain on my machine that sheds the wax because I really didn't have a way to connect the chain without kind of like using their master link pin. So fortunately, it's a nice day out, and I took it for a little ride. My neighbor took it for a little ride. We got it pretty worn in. We found some other issues with the bike too, so it was a good thing. Thanks for sharing my first experience with a HalfLink chain, and happy riding. I'll catch you next time.